Hello there, Internet. Tank Top Douche coming at you with another Legends of Runeterra video for you guys today. And today we are going to surf it up as we are going to be playing some TALIYAH MALPHITE in a deck called TALIYAH. For those of you who get the reference, you earn some points with me. As we are going to be talking about a mid-range deck that I featured on the channel at the very beginning of the expansion release, I believe. I believe this was my this was my third video. It was a TALIYAH MALPHITE mid-range list, and I've gotten back to the same concept because honestly I was very happy with it. The thing is, the deck was lacking a little bit to be competitive, and I feel like this is a deck that's very overlooked. It's not quite as good as something like Shyvana Dragons, for example, as a mid-range deck in general, but it has the potential to take on anything, legitimately. I do believe this is a solid tier 2 list, you know, perhaps high tier 3, low tier 2, and it can put in the work. It's really fun to play, and it is deceptively strong. So let me explain, you know, why I chose the cards that I chose and why I have so many 4-drops. You know, I wish I had more space for more 4-drops, but like everything good in this deck happens at 4 mana, so I gotta make do with that. Regardless, we're trying to capitalize on the recent buffs to, well, recent. That's not appropriate. I mean, it is technically the last balance patch that happened, so it is recent, quote unquote, but you know, it took me a while actually. Regardless, in the latest balance patch, one of the few changes that happened were buffs to both TALIYAH and MALPHITE. TALIYAH became a 3/5 instead of a 2/4. She got 2 stats, and that's a huge boost to the champion. And MALPHITE got his level up requirement reduced by 2, which is also very relevant, especially in a deck like this. So the idea behind this deck is that both TALIYAH and MALPHITE can enable a pretty solid, rock solid, I'm gonna shut up now, well, with the puns at least, mid-range deck that can curve out very nicely and provide you with really solid stats and very good mid-game play. So first of all, we got your boy Chip. Naturally, we're playing a deck with landmarks, so we have a 1-mana 3/3 that can function extremely well alongside the likes of Rock Hopper and even Blue Sentinel, which are our 2-drops of choice. Some of you already may be thinking, why are you not playing something like Ancient Preparations? Because we don't really need a card like this, even though it can help us level up TALIYAH. Ultimately, it is a 1-mana landmark, which means that besides 1 copy of Spiral Stairs, everything else in our deck is an even value when it comes to landmark. It's either 4 or 2. This means that Ancient Preparations, unless we play 2 copies of it, will not make a difference towards MALPHITE's level up. And it's not really impactful enough as a card since we already are giving our 1-drop slot to Chip, who has more stats and is just way more adorable. As that is my alarm that's going off. I got to take that out. You ever put like an alarm in your phone for 1 day, but then it turns off, like, or turns on rather, every single day? Because that happens to me every single day of time. So yeah, we have Chip, we have Blue Sentinel and Rock Hopper as our 2-drops. Then we curve out. We don't have many 3-mana plays. You guys can see here, our curve is very low. We're running a 1-off of Spiral Stairs, a couple of copies of Hush, which is not really a card that we tend to play on curve, and then we're playing Unraveled Earth. This is the main reason why. This card is really important in this deck. It helps us level up TALIYAH, it helps us level up MALPHITE, and it helps us set up a turn 4 Desert Naturalist, which we can use to set up a Grumpy Rock Bear. So with a Unraveled Earth, we get to cycle through our deck. We set up 2 Roiling Sands. We target the second Roiling Sands in case they have cards like Vile Feast or anything that could summon a unit at fast speed. And for 4 mana, we generate a 2/4 and a 5/4. Alongside the vulnerables that we are providing our opponent's units with, we can use our, you know, beefy, thick units that we are developing to trade favorably into our opponent's own creatures and thus gain board dominance. We're also playing a full set of Earth Elemental. This card is low-key one of the reasons to play this archetype. It becomes a 6/5 with Overwhelm when you have summoned 4 or more landmarks this game. Thanks to Unraveled Earth, we can actually enable this easier than you would expect. And thus, this becomes a legitimate good way for us to push a lot of damage. You can combine really well with our Ground Slams offensively, which normally we're using this card defensively, but sometimes we can use it on our Overwhelm units to push some more damage by eliminating the blocker in front of us, which is why we're playing a 1-off of Spiral Stairs. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, this card is awful, but I do like it as a 1-off because there are some scenarios in which I play this. I don't really have anything better to do. I play this on curve, and then I can copy it with TALIYAH, because I do feel like I need an extra landmark to copy TALIYAH with, and I didn't want another copy of Saltspire because my 4-drop density is already too damn high. So I'm gonna have a lot of 4-drop plays, and I'm not gonna be able to curve out efficiently, right? So that's why we're playing a one-off of Spiral Stairs. It can be used on TALIYAH, can be used on Malphite to grant them Overwhelm, which can be overwhelming. Jesus. And then we have a full set of TALIYAH and Malphite as early game win conditions, alongside a one-off of Random Negation to disrupt certain key plays, and a couple of copies of Guiding Touch to provide us with some health gain and cycling through our deck. Also, the ability to heal our units, since we have very fat units to begin with. It can provide help in that. And of course, a full set of Shapestone, because this card is fundamentally busted. And if you play landmarks, you play Shapestone. As simple as that. And like I said, that is the deck list. Very, very fun to play. Very straightforward in a way, even though as a mid-range deck, there's always a lot of key decisions to be made. But it's very fun, especially timing the Unraveled Earths and the Roiling Sands in general is one of the key things when piloting this build. And I've had a lot of fun. I had a really nice session with it today. I recorded it in Masters Rank, so hopefully you guys are excited for that. I made it to Masters Rank, by the way, in case you're wondering. I did it with Shen Jarvan. I was Diamond because I stopped playing this entire month, and I stayed at like a high Diamond for a long time. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make a push to Masters. I did it with Shen Jarvan, and now I can mess around, and we're actually climbing with this deck. You'll see in the video. So hopefully you guys enjoy the content, and that's all I gotta say. Have a soul day. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for daily Legends of Runeterra content. We got a champion 12-year-old reaction video going up tomorrow, as we'll get a new reveal, and I'm super excited for that. And I'm also gonna be casting 2 tournaments this weekend. Tomorrow will be the seasonal, the playoffs for the seasonal tournament for Legends of Runeterra, and on Sunday I'll be casting the semifinals and the finals of the Europe Masters, both in the Legends of Runeterra official Twitch channel, so you can hop by and watch if you want to. I'll be casting alongside Impetuous Panda, and yeah, love you guys. Have a soul day. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the games. I'll see you tomorrow. All right, here we go. It's not that I'm wearing my tank top just for the sake of, you know, matching up with the beach. It's actually really hot here in Spain. So, yeah, hello. I actually think I like a mid-range matchup like this. Do I keep Malphite in my... I mean, Malphite can be extremely strong here. But I would need a bit of an earlier curve. I do like Saltspire, though, with the Unraveled Earth. I'm actually going to mulligan away the Malphite. I'm going to keep away everything else, because Desert Naturalist... Oh, there you go. The thing is, if I find an early curve fight... I mean, I could have mulliganed away the Saltspire, but... Unraveled Earth into turn 4 Desert Naturalist could have been pretty good. Well, I'm not sure if that was a good call. Like, I should have prioritized one of these. I'm gonna play the Blue Sentinel here. As with Rolling Sands, we can target whatever they're gonna draw. I would have used this Shapestone to kill off the Dragon Chow, honestly. We got Ground Slam enabled.
The dragon's claws to get out.
History is whatever.
Earth Elemental is tempting, but we still need to play more landmarks.
Yeah, why not?
They have Riposte. Okay, I wasn't expecting Riposte. Okay, there's the hush. That would have been nice earlier.
Care. They are nothing.
I'm gonna block like this because Blue Sentinel will spawn a...
There are none like me.
These are enabled, but next turn I'm gonna have a total of... I mean, that's a big hit though. Let's see, let's think. If I go for this, next turn I'm gonna have 8 mana, which... I have to really think here. I don't know if playing the Earth Elemental was correct.
Watch out for the rock, you maniac! Hey, better watch out for me!
I'm gonna go double Earth Elemental here. I'm really thinking because I don't enable Malphite, and even though Malphite can threaten this, I get to curve out better by playing Earth Elemental into this. Because I get the 3 mana for Hush. If they go for a sharp sight, all right.
They will be ash.
Out of my way!
We're gonna play Malphite now.
I am very strong like a mountain, because I am a mountain.
We have the Ground Slam for this.
Your favorite star. I created it. I do love an audience.
All right, how do I get past this?
Echo, echo, echo.
Watch out for the rock, you maniac!
I'm gonna play the Rock Hopper first.
Stay still.
Pop the Spell Shield.
Watch yourself, Semros.
Go this way.
I'm going to get him!
You could have another single combat as a problem. But they've already played one. What are the odds? I'm gonna play this. I do leave myself open for a single combat though.
Strength and grace,
All right.
beauty in the blade.
Ba-dum,
Now
ba-da-dum.
they'll pay attention.
can't directly damage me anyways, so I can just take the hit here.
My fort!
I can go down to 1 and preserve everything.
Not an escape.
Snow on my head, rain on my feet.
From the skies.
All right.
My, how they stare.
We're going in. We're going for the Rolling Sands first.
Stop running.
We're inviting something like a supernova here.
Bask in her radiant blessing.
Dragging this. What could he have? He could have like if he has a star shaping. So he has 9 mana, which means it needs to be something like a concerted strike or a hush. If he has a hush, having an extra attacker goes a long way. If he has a concerted strike, I mean, he could have a supernova. If I play this and he has a supernova, but if I play this and he has a supernova, I still kill him. So I don't have to worry about supernova anymore. Concerted strike can stop Malphite, I guess, or Talia, one of the two.
It's okay, I'm not going anywhere.
I feel like playing Talia
So little when family means so much.
makes the most sense here.
I will lead my own path.
Because it just gives me another attacker. We have another Roiling Sands. I just don't see how I can get punished here. Like, I feel like... I guess star shaping into... Even star shaping into single combat doesn't do it. Because I play Talia, that's the thing. Yeah! Yep! That's how you do it, baby! Woo!
We should do this more often.
Win? Fuck yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful. So I want to go over that game, like, just before we hop into the next one. I really want to go over that match. Because I want to explain my thought process there towards the end a little bit. So... normally you would be inclined to just go all in with the attack, but you have to evaluate what the potential plays are for the opponent. And at that stage, after they played Solari Priestess, with 9 mana left, they can have like star shaping into single combat, they can have concerted strike into single combat, you know, but the thing is, I have a way to counter a single combat or a concerted strike. But what if he had something like star shaping into like another health, because I could drag that, or he could play another unit. So I feel like the safest play was to develop Talia, because that had another threat that just threatened lethal on her own alongside Malphite. So any of those two connected onto the Nexus forced my opponent to heal up more than just beyond Guiding Touch. And that was really important. Like sometimes you may be inclined to just, oh, I have the opening, attack. But if you go over all the potential lines of play, I don't know if like Rite of Negation would also have guaranteed it, but if he had like multiple striking spells, then I don't believe it would have. But like if he had like double Strathing Strike, for example, then he could have that plus some sort of health gain and survive. Though I think Rite of Negation would have potentially done it, but I felt like developing Talia ultimately was better. I'd have to go back into it because Riot Negation makes the attack relatively safe as well, but the burst speed health gain is what really worried me more than anything. So having Taliyah there to aid Malphite in the attack, I felt would be checkmate because I couldn't come up with any card combination. Let me know if there are any card combinations that could have actually saved my opponent in that specific scenario. Because that other Roiling Sands on the board would allow me to get the other blocker out with one of my weaker attackers. So yeah, I felt pretty good with that play. But maybe Red of Negation would have also solidified my win regardless. So I would have to sit back and think. Yeah, thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Round 2. Alright, we're facing Sari, and Sari is playing Spiders. Sari is one of the best players in the game right now, so yeah, from Lebanon. And they're playing an aggro deck. We don't have healing in this version of the deck, which, you know, definitely gonna bite us in the ass here, but we're gonna mulligan away Malphite and the Desert Naturalist and try to match our opponent's curve with Chip. In Chip, we trust.
Here comes the chip.
Won't get past me.
Last to National buys me a new sail. So stupid.
Alright.
Out of my way.
I can drag this and kill it as well. So I'm gonna take one more damage and use Chip to remove it. Alright, Chip. Chip 2! I choose you.
Wow, all this walking.
Come closer. I don't bite.
No, thank you. Alright, so we're taking a bit of damage, but so far we're stabilizing a little bit, though things can get really out of hand with like a Frenzy Skitter, which is why this Earth Elemental is something we have to hold back into. Okay, no more threat of Frenzy Skitter, so I definitely do just want to play you.
Oh, hi, Cliff.
Hush now.
I know the mountain. Boom, boom, boom.
Alright.
Point the way, and I'll make the way.
Oh, I gotta play Taliyah without multiplying anything.
Relax your knees.
Alright, these ground slams are gonna be important.
If only you were made of rock.
We have another ground slam in case they have an Oxide Fervor. Alright, nice, nice, nice.
Last to National buys me a new sail. You're welcome for the shin blades.
Alright, there's a Decimate.
Well, look who decided to join us.
I play Desert Naturalist.
What is name for you?
Okay.
Turn the stones.
Got him.
Let the land do the work.
Oh, woo! Got him, baby! Who needs healing? Who needs healing? Woo! Nice! We win the race.
Ugh, what a
What a
great
great day! Love it. We're clapping. Sayonara is playing everybody's favorite deck. Oh, this is gonna be tough. We kind of just want to mulligan everything. Because we need to find our earlier curves. Stuff like Blue Sentinel helps out as well. Chip would be great. Spiral Stairs, I mean... Spiral Stairs can maybe help us win? I don't know. You know, I just realized, like, yesterday, this thing is a bird. Like, Shermie told me this thing is a bird, and I did not believe her. It's actually a bird. That's a beak. I don't think it needed to be a bird. I kind of like the idea of just like a jelly monster thing. I don't mind using this to ramp, but I also want to be able to block several times with it, right? So, okay, there's Chip. Well, I can just use this Spiral Stairs to play Desert Naturalist, to be honest.
Spin it round, throw it down.
Noah Zero on curve is nice. I could just play double Chip.
Here I am, there I am. Snow on my feet, rain on my head. Follow me!
Dissident!
Okay. That's interesting. Like getting a homecoming out of him is really neat. It's a bit awkward though. He's just attacking every time, like.
Oh, hi, Flip.
When rhythm takes hold, there is no time for fear.
You missed a step.
Turn aside. So much lost.
Show them no weakness. Wow, wow! So many steps! Everything's better with company.
Says you.
My heart races. What if I falter?
If you fall, I will always catch you. Boom, boom, boom!
I'm blocking to one of these to create space for Talia.
Let's put these weapons into motion. I'm what? Put me in motion! Nabori, formations! Full speed ahead. We were born in the First Land, and we will defend them until the end! You're ruining everything!
Okay. Ba-dum, ba-dum. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-dum. My mountain.
There is Malphite. I am Malphite.
There wouldn't be room for more than one.
Shurima is sand and sky, past and present. Do not see what is, see what will be.
Okay.
Breathe.
You dare!
These rocks should fit perfectly.
I'm gonna try to kill Azir here. Nice, nice.
Look, you. The Yordle here's with me.
The problem is that Green Glade duel maybe are undoing here. Okay, oh!
Speaker, you've joined.
Oh, we just top deck. Oh, that's glorious.
Story we must.
Together, we are stronger than stone, faster than the wind.
Alright.
Shoulders set, blades sharpened. Cleanse that lead foot. Don't worry, I've danced this up hundreds of times.
I can always destroy Aurelia, but I also need to be able to deal with this. This is problematic. Right now there's 5 attackers, which means
All rocks erode eventually.
this gives me the ability to block with her.
We know their story. Now it's time for yours. Move!
I'm Chip.
There's 3 attackers, 3 blockers anyways. 3 attackers, 3 blockers anyways.
My boot!
3 attackers, 3 blockers, which means I can just block with you. If he has a shape, no, but he shape stones. It won't be enough, so I have to play you.
Well, look who decided to join us. You are welcome. A line around me.
Raise our voices!
This is 12 actually. So
You're ruining everything.
I suppose you'll do.
the thing is, because these 2 are hitting, there's no one unit that one-shots me, so I'll always be stunning this.
Landslide.
How many?
Okay. Alright.
Rock solid.
Like mountain, like hill.
Oh, we got him! Oh! I did not expect to win that.
We should do this more often.
Yeah, playing as Aurelia, I'm not sure I agree with that, Talia, but I'll take it. I mean, to be fair, it was a bizarre game. They were very slow. Like, they drew poorly, that's for sure. And they definitely did not have, like, 'cause this matchup is not good for us, right? I mean, it's not like I've played that many games with this deck, and it's not like I queued into it before, but it's funny, because that's my first game versus Aurelia with this deck. But I'm very certain the matchup is pretty bad. Fortunately for us, they blocked with Azir. Like, they opened themselves up for a Shapestone, which was pretty surprising. Like, that mattered a shitload. Like, that actually won us the game. If they actually were more safe with their Azir blocking, then they would have easily won there. So yeah, our opponent didn't really play that well. It's not only that they didn't block, like they didn't draw super well, they also made some very key mistakes. I think they definitely underestimated our deck. There's also a surprise factor, right? Like, they didn't know exactly what cards we were running, and I guess that definitely played a role too. So yeah, I'll take it, but yeah, don't want to run into that anymore. And some more dragons. I like these mid-range games, even though the value output is really scary towards the latter portions. I like Ground Slam. Not sure about Desert Naturalist right now. Not sure. I think I'm gonna mulligan at everything except for the Rock Hopper, see if I can curve out a little bit better. I mean, Preservarium is not bad, but I can find some more early game stuff. We're gonna go Rock Hopper here.
Would you look at this place? I go!
We want to get the damage.
What a shame for you!
We're gonna prevent the Zoe.
L'Astronauts buys me a new sail.
They get to ramp to 5. Does that make
Out of my way.
I mean, our plan is to Desert Naturalist anyways, so
I will run you over.
I think it's a block I'm happy with. I'm okay.
Katina, you gotta see this new board.
A little busy now, Sammy. Later.
I'm gonna play Desert Naturalist on this Rolling Sands. Generate a 5/4, because if they play the Screeching Dragon, I can offer a trade. They have to like buff it. Or trade it! I'll take it. I'll take it. They could have another one.
I serve my people with pride.
Katina, you gotta see this new board.
A little busy now, Sammy.
I'm gonna play Rolling Sands into another Desert Naturalist to generate another Grumpy Rock Bear. Okay, they go for the comfort.
Suffer my fury.
Alright. It's a heavy investment there. I have this Rolling Sands, which can allow me to tear that into that.
Out of the way.
Yeah, why not?
I could attack with this. I should have attacked with this. I don't know why I didn't attack with this. I'm gonna play Rolling Sands. They could have a Serpent, which will eat up one of these, but yeah, I should have attacked with this.
You got caught.
draw. Let's see if, man, we're not finding any substance, unfortunately. We really have a good attack here. Man, we're not drawing anything. Like, we need Malphite or TALIYAH. Like, we have no, like, late game bombs going off here. Despite, you know, we have a lot of cards, but we just don't have... We have a lot of disruption, but not enough tools. Well, no more Early in Soul.
Here I am, there I am.
Yeah, this really sucks because we can't power. Like, we need Malphite. We need Malphite really bad. I don't want him to level up Shyvana. Bro.
Sun's beneath me and winds behind me.
I do love it.
Nothing worked out here. Like we ended up like we had a shot to take him down, right? But unfortunately, we just could not draw into any of our late game. Maybe in this matchup, if I have Malphite, I gotta. I mean, now we can. Okay, there's Malphite. Now we can use TALIYAH with Preservarium, which allows us to draw a little bit. But I feel like it's just too late.
Distance means so little when family means so much. Let's put these rocks into motion.
Yeah. We gotta use that hush. Problem is, if they have another 1-drop or 2-drop, it's over. Yeah, GG. I can't beat that now. I have Malphite, but they could just, you know, we had our chance. We just didn't draw into our win condition.
That's going to leave a bruise.
Yeah, it sucks. You know, I think I played that fine. It's just that sometimes you don't draw into the 2. In that deck, like the late game is really powerful. So we're both mid-range decks, but we don't have that snowball potential. Like we need to end the game a little bit earlier than them because we can't really compete with our own so well. So we weren't able to apply pressure because we really need Malphite. That's a really good example of you like actually mulliganing harshly for Malphite in that matchup, or preserving at least, not mulliganing harshly I would say, but preserving Malphite in your opener if you have it, because it's really, really crucial. Alright. Mono Shurima with Nasus instead of Reggaeton. I can't get mad at that. Reggaeton is like the best champion for the Ascendant strategy. He's the best of the Avengers. He's like the Thor. Well, Thor is supposed to be the strongest, but he's actually one of the lamest in my opinion. Don't hate me for that. I don't like. I'm not really crazy about Marvel. I don't know about you guys. It's not really my thing. But my girlfriend loves it, so I've watched every single Marvel movie under the sun. Kilbe. I'm gonna mulligan away you. I'm gonna mulligan away everything, honestly. We can do better. Yeah, that is indeed better. Like, we get to TALIYAH the Salt Spire, which is nice. No prismatic sun disc? Please. Bitch, please.
We share the waters too.
Alright.
You are not welcome.
Well, we're on the clock, that's for sure.
We can always rely on you to keep us safe. It can be undone.
I want to be able to trigger this. Even though we could play TALIYAH this turn, I actually still want to play you. But what I do with this is I enable this to get the buff.
We live in hallowed times.
We have Desert Naturalists, so we could try to aim them up here. But maybe we can wait for a little bit later.
I will weave my own path. Arda's gonna make a meal of them.
Okay. I can't hush a landmark, right? Alright. I can hush you, though.
Right. Run! Take it.
I guess Star Spring is okay. I mean, Slaughter Dogs is gonna take a while for it to do anything. Yeah, Star Spring stays on the board all the time.
Onward, everybody! The horizon calls.
Not many slays have happened. And as you're still a while away from leveling up, we do have Desert Naturalist, but we need another one.
Ready to needle. Throw another bow.
Because having Star Spring on the board will make it so that TALIYAH's effect is always enabled, right?
Don't touch it.
Not in my city.
Random negation, okay. Alright. Alright. Good job! Alternate win condition!
It's as though I never left. A millennium ago.
What if he has, like, he could have the, I mean, he wouldn't have the vulnerable card if it was for, I mean, maybe he has Shapestone. I don't want to give him a level up with this, ever. So,
Wow, it's working.
I'm gonna play Chip.
Today, I am feeling great.
Let's go away the Spell Shield.
Only place to go is down.
I gotta wait one turn.
Shurima, my empire, my heart.
Our prosperity and loyalty belongs to you.
For 2 mana, I don't think like 1 Shapestone doesn't do it, so I'm gonna attack with these 2.
Return to dust. Your time is done.
Alright. Because we get the healing. Still doesn't get to level up yet, so.
Point the way, and I'll make the way.
Who's with me?
In Shurima's name. Together we are part of something more. Together, Shurima is sand and sky, past and present. Come, my destiny awaits.
Alright. Alright, the Avengers. We're going in.
Stop running.
We gotta kill him this turn, because his deck is just insane now. We have all these ground slams, so we have a lot of stuns.
All rocks erode eventually.
I'm gonna try to knock him out. Yes! We got him! Woo! Alright. We beat the Avengers.
Good day to be Malphite.
Both Talia and Malphite are just like, it's a good day. It's a good day! Fuck yeah. Good session.